Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again it is me, the Ravenous Spectre. Hang on a second. Shut the hell up. Damn fucking info. Marshall at damn 2:06 in the damn morning. Interrupted me. Sorry, I was fixing to watch Monday Night Raw that I DVR'd. Because, 3 hours of Raw is bullshit, and all the recaps and the commercials is bullshit. Capital B, capital T. Yeah, so I'm fixing to wind down with that for my evening. Fixing to head to bed soon. Anyways, what this is about has to do with finally, what should have been released the first fucking day the game was released. We have, from what I've heard, it is the first patch. It's not the only patch, but it's the first patch, don't quote me on it, for the console release of Lichtenstein Battle Mage. The update downloaded and installed just like that. I guess that determines, your internet speed and whatnot. But it did it really fast for me, and the only two things that it had done was it decreased loading times and it increased the frame rates, which were the two big, oopsie boopsies by the creators, which should have been fixed on the first fucking day that it was released. By the time I put that disc in my damn PS4 to install, you should have already had a patch out that did the same fucking thing. You should have tested this shit before you released it. Okay, I already made a rant about this once. I'm not doing it again, but it's still bullshit. We had to wait this fucking long to get it. It seriously is. It's a complete lack of understanding for their own consumer. You have no argument against that. Otherwise, this shit would have been released the time you released the game, so shut the hell up. You're wrong. You're wrong. Bad boys, you're wrong. You fucked up. You done fucked, son. You done fucked. So live up to it and eat some humble pie. I never knew when this freaking patch was going to come out. Finally, it has. I just tested it out. I played a good bit of the game. Frames per second move a whole hell of a lot better. Moving around is more smoother. I messed around some with the sensitivity in the game, moving and moving the camera around and moving myself around and all of that. Everything seems to be running really well. A whole fuck ton better than the last time was, which was a shit storm of shit. But I have noticed a couple hitches here and there that have been like very short slowdowns that have happened maybe just for like half a second or something while in battle, but it happens at like very low random moments. It doesn't happen all the time. And besides those little hitches here and there, everything seems to be running smoothly. Everything seems to be playing well. Frames per second is good, and it's funny because the loading times will kind of fool you a little bit because it shows the little counter down on the bottom of the screen of how much is loaded. And I sat there looking at it, and it was like, it went from like 5% to 10%, 15%, 20%, so on and so forth. And it seemed like it was loading the same as it was before the patch, and I thought to myself, they didn't increase these load times. But then when it got to, say, anywhere from the load times that I've experienced so far, anywhere between 25% and I want to say 40%, as soon as it reached that point, it immediately went into the game. I was like, okay, yeah, this is faster. It kind of, so when you see that, don't be deceived by it. Don't be like, oh, well, this is loading slow. This isn't doing anything. It seems like it's the same as it was before. Don't be fooled by that. When it probably gets, now this is just me from my experience, when it gets within that range, you should probably expect it to immediately throw you on into the game, so you don't have to feel like, oh God, I'm going to have to wait around for another 60% of this damn game to load in, or anything like that. But yes, this is the step in the right direction, which you should have had in the first damn place. I feel like I just wasted my $50 over the course of God knows. I don't even give a shit how long it was when I ended up releasing that damn video. I shouldn't have to give the date. I shouldn't have to, because the shit should have been fixed beforehand, you asshats. But anyways, yeah, so if you're looking for the patch to come out, it finally came out. It actually came out yesterday, June the 6th. It's June the 7th now. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. 6/6/2016. That sounds kind of evil if you ask me. Just take that one out and you got 666. Yeah, that was yesterday. This is today. It's the 7th, so we broke that in half. But yeah, so patches out there, guys. Go for it. Play the game. I guarantee you'll have you'll have more appreciation for it now than the clusterfuck, capital F-U-C-K with a capital C. We'll do that as well because it makes sense. Of what it was before, it's better now. From what I know, there's supposed to be another patch that's coming along that's supposed to, I don't even know what it's supposed to do. Honestly, I just heard that there was going to be, this first patch to fix everything in order of the main deals, which was the loading time and the frame rate. And then there's supposed to be another one that's supposed to further improve that or do something else. I really don't know. But anyways, considering I had a fan to actually play the fucking game, I think it's pretty cool. You know, it kind of has that move through an environment from area to area. Enemies spawn in, you take them out with your spells. So far I only have fire and ice. There's another one, I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to get used to battle on how to strategize and strategize, you know, my spells and how I'm going to cast this and cast that. Like maybe cast a ice beam to freeze my enemy and then switch over to flame and fire off a fireball to blow them up, or try to freeze some enemies in the background and make a big old fireball fall down and blow them all up. From what I've seen, I'm kind of a little confused with some of the menus on how I'm really supposed to forge other items. You forge certain items with other items, and it could create rare items or other types of items that have different stats. Basically, it's kind of like, from what I've seen, it's like a stat building kind of thing where you're building your own mage with these spells that you have, and you're switching out, you're increasing. You're putting new stats on your spells, and you're increasing their power, and you're actually swapping out it's basically like the same spell, but you're kind of just swapping it out for another one, a more powerful version, I believe, unless you can actually switch out all your spells for, let's say, the exact same spell, but it has different attributes, I suppose. I think I read that somewhere, as a matter of fact. So I'm still trying to get used to that. I'm trying to really fill out what my whole playstyle is when dealing with it. Really, my whole playstyle is blow the fuck out of everything. And laugh as my enemies die in flame and ice and whatever that other power is that I don't fucking know what it is yet. I forgot. I saw it on a YouTube video, but I forgot. I just forgot. I just fucking forgot. But anyways, yeah, so guys, the patch is out there. We'll see what happens with this other new patch. If it's true, I have no freaking clue when it's going to come out. We had no freaking clue, I should say fucking clue, when this patch was going to come out, but it finally is. And surely enough, yeah, I got into it. I played some of it. It seems pretty sweet, you know, but to be quite honest, I am going to play it. I just don't know when I'm really going to get into playing it more than what I already have. I really just went ahead and tested it out tonight because I wanted to see what would happen. Maybe when the other patch comes along, I'll see what that does. Maybe I'll get more into playing it again. But yeah, there was other games that came out that were actually fixed, that were actually patched, that actually worked properly compared to the clusterfuck that we got on day one with this. And that has drawn my attention to there. So, sorry guys, you released a clusterfuck game, and I didn't care about it, and I went and started playing other games, and lo and behold, that's what I'm doing. You know, I've been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider on Xbox One. I've been playing Dead Rising 3 on Xbox One. I've been playing Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, the Blood and Wine DLC on PS4. So yeah, I'm pretty much kind of set right now for what I'm going to be playing as of right now. But yeah, I'll get back into Battle Mage. Lichdom. Why do I keep saying Battle Mage? Lichdom, Battle Mage, whatever. They're both in the title. Shut up. You just whatever. But but yeah, I mean, now, if this was already fixed in the first place, I probably would have been playing it. I probably would have already beaten it. I probably would already be near the end by now. But no, we had to release a very faulty, shitty product, which thus ended up having us, they've released a patch so many weeks down the line. But yeah, it's here, the first one. So there you go, guys. If you thought about buying it, now's the time to do so. Patch is out there. If you did buy it and you ended up trading it back in, I don't blame you. If you got a refund, I don't blame you. I don't blame you none whatsoever, because trust me, if I could have ended up taking that damn thing back, the day that I got it and got a full refund, I would have damn well have done it. And I wouldn't even have bothered to even buy the damn game until I knew all the patches were out and there was a price drop. Seriously, I probably wouldn't even have bought the game until it was probably $20. Because at full price, it's $50. So there you go with that. if I could have turned back time, well then, you know what? Surely enough, that's what I would have done. I would have took the damn thing back and got my money and said, well, too bad. So anyways, that's the update for the update of the game and the patch for the patch for the update, the update of the patch that was supposed to come out for the, whatever. See, it's late. I can't freaking think straight or talk straight, so whatever. But anyways, there you go, guys. And once, if this other patch comes out, I'll make another follow-up video regarding it, and we'll just take it from there. Hopefully, if they definitely end up releasing this other patch that I've heard about, it'll end up increasing performance tenfold, you know, because it's a hell of a lot better now. Trust me, it's a hell of a lot better now than what it was, but there are just still some little hitches in there, you know, that very, very quick slowdown that can happen for like half a second or something depending on what's going on, because like I said, it can happen at the most random of times. For example, it happened to me once or twice in battle, and then it didn't happen again. And then there was another time I was actually going into like a brief cutscene. It did it slightly, and then I went into another cutscene. It didn't happen again. You know, so it's maybe that's the other patch that they're going to be having coming out to actually fix stuff like that. Whatever else they're supposed to fix on it, I have no clue. But anyways, there you go, guys. That is the whole kit and caboodle shish kebab right there. So, we finally got it. Now, let's see how she performs in the long run. Later, taters.